Good morning. I'm Dr. Robert Hill, and I'm your instructor for the Contemporary Challenges in Higher Education Leadership course. And I'm here this morning to talk about the very first assignment for Core Area 1, which is due about week 4 in the semester or week 5. It's worth 20 points, and it's a traditional research paper. This first assignment is about all of higher education. It's not about your designated college or university that you're going to be writing about for assignment number 2 and assignment number 3. But you're going to choose one topic from the list, if you look at the course syllabus, and you're going to trace that topic as how it evolved and grew through the 376 years of American higher education. Now, you need to use the John Thielen chronological time periods, or you could use some other historians' time periods, whether or not it's the Art Levine, Arthur Cohen book, whether or not it's Christopher Lucas or Frederick Rudolph. But there are many different examples other than our assigned John Thielen textbook. But you need to comment about your particular topic, whether it be race, whether it be gender, whether it be the faculty, whether it be the curriculum, in each of those time periods, through the colonial colleges all the way up through the 21st century. And you also, don't forget, need to mention this topic in terms of the future of higher ed. So make sure that we talk about the future of higher ed. So you shouldn't, I think, have difficulty writing 8 to 10 pages of content for this first assignment, because American higher education goes back to 1636. Now, granted, for the very first topic, such as gender or race, there may not be as much to write about in the colonial college period, because the student body was very homogeneous, very white, male, sons of wealthy landowners. But you can certainly work in some content from your research about each one of those topics throughout the various periods. And by watching this video, I want to just give you some suggested content areas. If you're writing about gender, I don't know how you can not talk about the normal school movement, or co-ed institutions, or single-sex institutions such as the Seven Sister Colleges or Title IX. If you're writing about curriculum, the Yale Faculty Report of 1828 was our first national study on curriculum, and it gets into this whole thing about liberal arts versus the professional or the vocational study areas that we're still going into today. If you write about race, certainly there are some pieces of legislation, such as the Morrill Act, or in particular the second Morrill Act of 1890, the Plessy versus Ferguson case, the Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas in 1954. But certainly you'll talk about other things as well, the HBCUs, and realize that we had HBCUs pre-Civil War even. If you're talking about faculty, you'll talk about how the faculty has evolved, and how we now have advanced degrees in professional associations. If you talk about the curriculum, that certainly has changed as well. So once you choose a topic, you need to fill in those different categories and bring in outside sources, not just our textbook. And there are many examples of historical books that you can use from the suggested reading list on the course syllabus. But I think once you start writing, you'll find that it's not too difficult to come up with 8 to 10 pages of content on this very first paper, as we fulfill Core Area 1, the history and the evolution of American higher education. If you have any particular questions or concerns, you can always email me in the Blackboard site using course message. You can also call me via the 800 number down in North Miami Beach, and I'll be glad to discuss your topic. But have fun with this first assignment. Make a good first impression. Bring in good outside resources. This is not your opinion. This is a research paper, and I think you'll do fine as we now work towards the next 2 major assignments. So good luck, everybody.